The SEC has been on an absolute rampage since last night, and none other than Ripple's attorney, Stephen Alderoy, had the most epic clapback. I can't wait to share this information with you because he pretty much lays into Gary Gensler in a very passive-aggressive, petty way, but you can't be mad at him because his video that he made is actually very, very informational, and I actually can't believe that a non-public servant was able to articulate what an investment contract is in such an educational manner in under less than 3 minutes. But have no fear, I'm gonna go ahead and break that down to you. But before we do that, if you do not know, the SEC went after Coinbase last night, demanded that they remove all of their crypto assets besides Bitcoin. Yes, all 200 of them, and only said that 13 of them could potentially be in unregistered securities, but is refusing to actually prove that. They're just demanding that Coinbase remove all of those. Well, guess what? Coinbase's revenue comes from allowing people to buy, sell, and trade crypto assets. And the reason why that's so problematic, the SEC is demanding them to cut half of their business, is because the SEC allowed them to go public. Okay. If you want to go public and have your own stock, you got to go through the SEC and get approved. So that means the SEC originally approved their business model, but now is taking it away. Also, too, the SEC is going after Richard Hart, you know, the Hex guy, Pulse Chain, all of that stuff. Whether you're in support of that or not, in support of Richard Hart or not, or the Hexicans, the SEC has really overstepped their bounds. And please keep in mind that Hex was a crypto asset company for 4 years. And now during the bear market, the SEC just randomly decided to go after Richard Hart. Anyways, if you're brand new to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day, welcome back, smash a like, and let's talk exactly what Stephen Alderoy from Ripple said about investment contracts and why this video is so epic. What's an investment contract and why did Stephen Alderoy bring it up? Well, the SEC is indicating that a lot of these crypto assets have characteristics of securities, and an investment contract is one of them. So an investment contract is a contract that indicates if you give me money, I promise you that you will make more money off the money that you gave me. And the interesting thing about that argument is, not all crypto offerings do that. Not all crypto companies have made that promise. They haven't all told people, give us your money and we're going to give you more money back for your investment. And that's the biggest gripe that the SEC has, is the whole investment contract, okay? So when we're talking about stocks, we all know that if we invest in a 401k or in bonds or a stock, there's that idea that, hey, we're going to put money in, we're going to let it sit there, and we're going to get more money towards the end. However, the underlying problem with that ideology is anytime we're talking about an investment, it's never guaranteed you're going to get money back. However, I don't know about you guys, but the way that I grew up, I was always promised that with the 401k or when I buy bonds or stocks, that number will appreciate over time, even though it really, really doesn't. Stephen also goes in and talks about the whole Orange Grove argument. So basically, if you go in and you buy an Orange Grove and there's no investment contract, there's no promise that you're going to make additional money from buying that Orange Grove, it shouldn't be constituted as an investment contract. Also, too, a lot of products that we buy, we're not being promised we're going to make more money from it. And some of those could potentially be confused as securities because of the wording of the SEC. And again, it gets super, super confusing. So shout out to Stephen Alderoy from Ripple. Shout out to the XRP army for coming up with this video. Well, really, Stephen, because it was very petty, it was very well done, and it also just kind of shows how embarrassing the SEC is. And again, you guys, this is the video here. I'll show you guys so that you can see. This is Mr. Stephen right here, Mr. Stephen. And he's talking about the difference between an investment contract, a non-investment contract, a security versus non-security, etc. And he's just reaffirming the idea that not all crypto assets are securities. Some of them could be commodities or virtual currencies, etc. And it's important to have every single crypto asset register and prove that they're not a security because they don't always have characteristics of securities. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. WendyO is out. Bye-bye.